You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rodrance for Black and White Sports. Well, you know we try to bring you the hard stories here, and this is one of the ones we've been covering since the very beginning. Ethan Lemming, who was beaten to death just really in the parking lot in the actual area of the Lebron James I Promise School up in Akron. That's Summit County up there in Ohio. And they went on a manhunt for these guys. There were three guys that did it, and we just assumed they would be charged with murder. Well, they haven't been, and they're not gonna be. It doesn't look like, and this is unbelievable that these guys are going to skirt around murder charges, but they are. There are the three teens that beat to death that young man right there. Devastated and disgusting, the dad speaks out after men are arrested for fatally beating Ohio teen. Avoid murder charges. This is the Daily Wire. 3 males who were initially charged with murdering Ohio teen Ethan Lemming were indicted this week on lesser charges of assault and involuntary manslaughter. And look, some of the penalties that come with this are just appalling. This is unbelievable. Ethan, who is white, was reportedly beaten to death near basketball courts of NBA star and political activist LeBron James's I Promise School in Akron on June 2nd. Donovan Jones, 21, Tyler Stafford, 19, and Deshaun Stafford Jr., 20, were arrested in connection to the boy's death. A Summit County grand jury indicted Jones on 2 counts of assault, Tyler Stafford on involuntary manslaughter and assault, and Deshaun Stafford on 2 counts of involuntary manslaughter, aggravated assault, and assault, according to News 5 Cleveland. Tyler Stafford is facing potentially 9 months to 3 years in prison, while Deshaun Stafford could face up to 11 years for the F1 voluntary manslaughter charge, adding that Jones' charges are misdemeanors. Chief counsel for the Summit County Prosecutor's Office, Brad Gessner, reportedly said the grand jury weighed charges that included murder, voluntary manslaughter, involuntary manslaughter, and reckless homicide. Quote, our office presented the facts of the case, and the facts of the case added additional information than what is generally known by the public, and we believe those facts impacted the decision of the grand jury, Gessner said. Quote, our family is both devastated and disgusted, Bill Lemming, Ethan's father, told News 5 Cleveland. On behalf of our family, we are grieving, a statement from Mr. Lemming said. We are a beautifully multicultural family with white, African-American, and Filipino family members who share the vision of strength by coming together rather than pulling apart everything we hold dear at the seams. Rather than become bitter, we are choosing to fall back on our faith. So we got a religious family here, and there's nothing wrong with that. We have always taught our children to love everyone. He continued, we will continue that lesson, knowing full well that not everyone in the world we live in feels the same. Our family will continue to let faith guide us through these unbelievable times, and we will pay better attention to our surroundings and where we go. This summer has been a horrific summer of violence and tragedy here in Akron. The father said, our family is not the only one who have suffered. We know that every situation is different, but we recognize a common grief that our family shares with so many families whose loved ones have been taken from them, both young and old. We stand shoulder to shoulder with all the families who are struggling in grief, just as we are struggling besides them with ours. Love will win, Mr. Lemming concluded. Of that, I am certain, not politics, not division, but love. And so, by love, our family will find a way. That is who we are. Mr. Lemming told News 5 Cleveland last month that his 2 sons' friends, who are black, tried to rescue the 17-year-old while he was still breathing, but were chased, and said one was assaulted by the perpetrator, and then they finished my son off. I cannot believe these assholes are not getting murder charges. It's been said that they abandoned Ethan, and it's just not true. They did everything they possibly could. They called 911 to get help, and when Ethan was knocked to the ground, his two African-American friends tried to pick up his body and put them in the car to help save his life. He was still alive at that point. He was still breathing. Akron Police Chief Stephen Milet almost immediately dismissed questions about hate crimes, saying investigators found no evidence of such a crime. That's interesting. I just wonder if this was the other way around, however, and I've got to say it. It's in the time we're in, right? That if this was flipped around and the kid that was beaten to death was black by white kids, would there not have been hate crime charges here? In the climate that we're in today politically, would there not be hate crimes? Also, and I'm going to bring it up because directly by name, LeBron James still has not addressed this. He hasn't. Somebody that comes out and wants to address everything that is politically charged, especially involving things involving race. Let me just keep it real. He skirted the white boy, didn't he? I mean, that's what happened here. It looks, in my opinion, that LeBron James made a decision to not come out and comment on this because this kid was white and not black. It makes him look terrible. It makes him look even more terrible than he's already looked over time with issues involving race. I'm appalled that these guys are not getting murder charges. I don't know what this grand jury was thinking. And it's a very grown-up, thoughtful response from his father. But look, some of the rest of us can be angry about this. There's nothing wrong with a little anger in this situation. This kid deserved better, and these guys deserved a harsher penalty. Privilege anybody? I'm sorry. In this day and time, you're not going to tell me that decision was not somehow politically motivated. You're just not. You won't convince me of that. Tell me what you think, black and white sports fans. Wow. And you got to wonder, if LeBron would have been really vocal about this and came out and drew a hard line, would that have influenced anything here? We'll never know because he didn't. You can't make that bullshit general statement that you made and expect that to cut it's not going to work. It's not going to happen. That's not sufficient enough. He never called this kid Ethan's name. I find that appalling, in the basketball courts right there by his school. Nah. And his dad, by the way, said that the safety and security around that school was subpar. Peace. I'm out. Till next time. Black and White Network supporters, make sure you check out the Black and White Network merchandise store. Link in the description. Use promo code USA First, all one word. USA First, all one word. 25% off now.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.